I still can't walk properly because of my test socket, but we booked a cruise, so why not? I am so excited to share my full trip from Hanoi to Cat Ba Island in northern Vietnam. I booked us a round-trip bus and a day trip on the Serenity Premium Cruise with Cat Ba Express. The company offers many convenient combinations. I opted for transportation from Hanoi to Cat Ba Island, a premium cruise in Lan Ha Bay, and a return journey to Hanoi. Let's start from the beginning at booking. The Cat Ba Express website features several sections and options that may appear overwhelming at first, but once you explore it, it's actually very straightforward. You'll usually find two main categories, one for transportation only and the other for bus and cruise packages. The buses are modern and clean, with large reclining seats, air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and USB charging ports. They even give you a bottle of water as soon as you get on, and the staff are very friendly and helpful. The drive took a little over 3 hours, including a short rest stop about halfway where you can use the restroom or buy some drinks and snacks. The road passes through Vietnam's countryside, rice fields, small villages, and limestone hills. The drive was relaxing and it goes by quickly. When you arrive during certain times of the year, the Sky Ride is available for you to take across to Cat Ba Island. And I don't know if every company does this, but Cat Ba Express will drop you off at the Sky Ride terminal and pick you back up on the other side if you decide to use it. Otherwise, you can take a short speed boat trip across the water to the island, which is included in your ticket. This is not really accessible with a wheelchair or elderly unless they physically carry you. Once across the waterway, Cat Ba Express will take you into Cat Ba City. And at that point, you can board the boat if you're cruising the same day, or they will drop you off right at your hotel. We stayed right on the main strip and they dropped us right at the front door. While we were hanging out the evening before our cruise, I got a message from the Cat Ba Express host team about what time they would be at the hotel to pick us up the next morning and asked if we had any dietary food preferences or restrictions. The next morning, they were right on time. Front door service for drop-off and pickup. What a treat to not have to use Grab or something similar with a family and luggage. The bus took us a very short distance to the port where we would set sail. Check-in for the cruise was smooth and well organized. The team handles everything. After a short wait, Serenity Cruise welcomed us aboard. We had assigned seating arrangements ready for us. The host was incredibly kind, and the team was accommodating. They explained the day's itinerary, discussed a few changes due to the water levels in the area, and told us about their amazing alternatives, which I will cover later in the video. We were provided customary cheers drink for the crew and other passengers, and then we were off. There's a main salon where you can have lunch and relax in the air conditioning. Above is a large, partially covered deck with loungers and couches. At the very top is a sun deck where additional loungers are available for taking in the sun or enjoying the views. Once we were sailing, it only took us seconds to realize what was actually in store for this cruise. As soon as we turned to exit the port, we were captivated by the scenery. The cruise sails through Lan Ha Bay, just south of Ha Long Bay. It's quieter, cleaner, less crowded, but equally as beautiful. The scenery is absolutely stunning. Calm water, limestone cliffs, and small floating villages. After cruising through the amazing scenery, we pulled into an enclosed area and disembarked into kayaks. We were given 1.5 hours and could go with the group and a guide, or we were free to explore on our own. We chose to go with the guide, and I will say that this is not a leisurely stroll through some limestone formations. We weren't rushed, but there wasn't a lot of downtime at all. But we got to see 3 incredible caves, and we wouldn't have known where to find them otherwise. While we were out working up an appetite, the crew was back preparing an amazing lunch. Meals on board are generous, with a mix of Vietnamese and international dishes. There's plenty of fresh seafood, meats, vegetables, fruits, and salads. It really put us all in a great mental state, allowing us to sit back, relax, and take in the views. Some passengers even took naps, but I could not miss this incredible scenery. And many people, including us, connected with other passengers about upcoming and past travels, sharing tips and experiences. Next, we sailed to a small island with a beach and a couple of abandoned buildings. Once anchored, the crew inflated the slide, provided kayaks, paddle boards, and passengers then had the opportunity to swim, jump off the side of the boat, or use the slide. But this is no ordinary island. This is Monkey Island. And once people were on the beach, a couple of monkeys made an appearance, probably looking for some food, but mainly just monkeying around. But please be careful and don't approach or feed the monkeys. They can get aggressive and have been known to bite if they are teased. But if you go only to observe and don't tease them, they're fun to watch without bothering you. After about an hour and a half of playing in the water and with the monkeys, the host pulled the slide in, raised the anchor, and we set sail back towards the port. However, the trip was still not over yet. As we rounded the bend on the return, we were met with a very large local fishing village. There were so many fishing boats and people still working on the day's catch. The Catba Express bus was waiting when we arrived back at the harbor. The return trip followed the same route back home. A small bus to the port, speedboat across the gap, a larger bus back to Hanoi with a stop halfway for a restroom break and food. Overall, Catba Express made the entire trip simple and comfortable. The website has a lot of options, but once you understand how it's organized, it's pretty easy to use. The buses are reliable, the staff are professional, and the scenery is absolutely stunning. You do not want to miss this. If you're planning to visit Catba or Lan Ha Bay, this is a great way to do it. Convenient, scenic, and well organized. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you plan your own trip on Catba Express.